John has succumbed to the illness, so that pretty much means all of the kids have gotten it or are experiencing it, and that just leaves Art, the only one who hasn't gotten sick, but I don't think he's gonna snag this because he's up at work. So today we did do a little bit of school this morning, but not a whole lot because the kids aren't feeling all that well. And then I just turned on Curious George for them because most of the kids just look like this. They just don't feel good, they have no energy, and I'm just declaring it a day to just chill. Last night I did have a blast rollerblading, and I kept dreaming about it last night, wondering, just thinking about the whole mechanics. So that was definitely a sign that my brain was working really hard of trying not to fall. But it was a lot of fun. I don't know if we'll have time to do it today. I'm supposed to be on call at 6 o'clock, so I don't know if we'll end up having time to go down and doing it again. But I did successfully complete 2 miles. Yes, I was holding on to the stroller, but everybody has to start somewhere. One funny thing that happened was I was working really hard at not falling and rollerblading, and this biker comes up on the left and she says, "I'm gonna pass you on the left," and I just said, "I'll try not to crash." And she just thought that was so funny that I was trying so hard not to crash. Today's a little bit of a down day. I think I'm going to do some cooking. I mean, what else do you do when you have nothing to do but you cook? And one of the things I want to try to make is my BBQ Jalapeno Poppers. They were actually one of my top hits on my website for 2 years running, and I thought I would do a video on it, particularly since I have all these jalapeno peppers in my garden that are fresh. One thing that I'm super disappointed about is my eggplants did not do well up here. I really had high hopes for them to grow well and produce a lot, but they just didn't do so well. So next year I'm going to have to move them back to my other garden. Over here, let's see, I need 18 jalapeno peppers. One. Oh, look at that one. That's a really long one. He's not going to be so good for stuffing, though. Let's see. 6, 7. Let's go. Where are we going? We're going to go check the chickens? You want up? Say please. Please. Oh, look at the girls. They're waiting for us. Hi, girls. Okay. Yeah, you can talk to them. I'll go check the eggs. I see an egg in there. There it is. We'll go get it. Don't drop it. Let's see how these girls are doing over here. Hey, girls, when are you going to lay some eggs for me? We haven't decided if we have roosters or not. I'm thinking that those 3 back there may possibly be roosters, but I've never had this breed before, so I really don't know what to expect. There's all my jalapeno peppers. Some of them have been on too long because they start cracking like that. It's only in the skin. It doesn't affect the quality at all. But this is what I want. A nice, smooth, glossy green hot pepper. Oh, don't bite that, honey. Very spicy. I have all my ingredients assembled, so now let's start cooking. Well, I was trying to film my poppers and this little lady woke up. So now I have to feed her, and the poppers are just going to take a back seat for the few moments while I take care of this little person.
They're practicing their cooking now.
I finished filming my recipe for the barbecue jalapeno poppers, and it's lunchtime, so I've got to make lunch, and the kids are being quite creative trying to entertain themselves while I was busy. But it's getting a little hairy around here because everybody's getting hungry. We're having leftover chicken noodle soup and then bologna sandwiches with some of that bologna that I got last week, and hopefully we can put this together pretty quickly before everybody loses it. She's smiling now, but a minute ago she was not very happy. I think she likes to smile for the camera. That's what I think. But she wasn't happy a minute ago. Yeah, I'm telling tales about you. And Mary's not feeling good, and Daddy came home, and we're just waiting for the poppers to finish, and Pete's picking up his mess over there. They were playing I don't know, store or kitchen or cook or chef or so, I don't know, something. Is everything picked up, Lydia? I'll take that as a no. And John's, well, he's just, what's that? Not yet. Okay, you know what you need to do. And then we got John over there who's, well, he's working on his math, but he's got the cold too, and he doesn't handle colds too well, so. And we got to clean up the table. Charity's working fast and furiously on making the sandwiches, and I'm talking to you guys, so I better get off this thing and get moving. What's it like to come home to a house full of chaos?
Normal?
That's sad.
Yes, it is.
Oh, your true colors are coming out, Mary. Or Grace. I smile again for the camera. See how she does that?
Let's see.
Our meal consists of applesauce, some soup, and sandwiches. Uh-oh, looks like we need some bowls.
They're all done. Let's see how they taste. Make sure they're not too hot. This barbecue sauce is sweet, and then the inside is nice and creamy and cheesy with just a little bite from the pepper. It's my favorite combination. I love jalapeno peppers. You want
Mary
one?
wants one.
All right. I'm not taking one. You might like it. Here you go.
Let's see if Mary likes it.
Okay. Was it spicy?
No.
You want more?
This whole tray was covered with peppers, and we only have 3 peppers left.
I guess they were good, weren't they, Peter?
Were they good?
I really enjoyed them.
Did you like the peppers?
Good.
I didn't like peppers. I like them too. Oh.
It's almost 3 o'clock and Art should be home in about an hour. And I think I'm going to take a few minutes to try to tidy up the house before Art gets home because it's inevitable with a bunch of kids. The house, it's like a bomb always goes off. Trying to keep up with it is almost impossible. And so the best I can do is a few minutes here or there, and hopefully the house will be slightly presentable.
Charity collected some chestnuts, and she's going to sell them on her Etsy store. She got a whole bunch last year, and she sold several of them.
For dinner, we had some stuffed peppers that I had made a couple weeks ago and put in the freezer. And this little lady's getting antsy. So she's gonna hitch a ride on my back for a little while I vacuum and get ready after dinner. And I'm on call in 45 minutes. I've got about 15 minutes before I've got to go on call, and Art wants to go to the library. And something that I do with all of our library books is I keep a running list of who I read, what to, and then I can use that in their school report. So I have a pile here. Oops, there goes Mary. She just ran off with one of the books.
I just stopped at the shop. I'm on my way to the hardware store with the kiddos. I need to buy a couple letters. We're a couple letters short. We're on our way to the hardware store. Janelle is on her way to the ambulance building, and there she is.
She's turning.
I think she wants to talk to us.
Did you guys bring up her flashlight?
No. She gave us a flashlight.
Bye.
I'll see you later.
And there goes Mommy. She gave us a flashlight so that if we walk late, we won't be caught in darkness. We are at the hardware store.
They didn't have the right size letters, but they did have the hooks I need to hang it up. Now we're at the library. We're returning a whole bunch of books.
Daddy is looking for some audiobooks at the library.
The kids didn't do that well at the library, so when we came home, I had them stay with me, very close to me, until it was time for bed. So that was a rather challenging time for me and probably the kids too. So after they went to bed, I started working on my sign. I took my letters and I put them on the sign. And yes, I know it is missing an S. We ran out of S's. I have to take an 8 and cut off some of the stuff and turn it into an S. It is late and I am tired and I am going to bed.